Hi, everyone, and welcome to E4C Careers. This is the session about volunteering for change. My name is Mariela Machado, and I'm program manager here at ASME, dealing with programs related to engineering for global development. And the specific program we'll be speaking to you about, engineering for change. I'm here with my fellows and volunteers, so I will pass it to them to introduce themselves briefly.
Hi everyone, I'm Harsh Vyas from India, and I was a E4C Research Fellow, and I volunteer for ASME and E4C currently.
Hi everyone, I'm Carolina Rojas. I am from Honduras, but I currently live in Panama. I was an E4C fellow in 2018 and a forever fellow ever since.
Hi everyone, my name is Carolina Donado and I'm volunteer with E4C.
Hello everyone, my name is GORI. I am a E4C Corps member. I am a mechanical engineer. I am in the last year of my degree, and I am from.
Thank you, all of you, for joining us, and thank you, everyone that is tuning in to this session. Let's get started. So in the world, there's a lot of, there's lack of basic services, critical infrastructure gaps, and there's, all these numbers here suggest so. So 1.3 billion people are not connected to electricity. 6 million children die before age 5. 52 of the world is not connected to the internet, and so on. We have climate impacts that will push 100 million people into poverty. So this is why back in 2015, the United Nations agreed on the Sustainable Development Goals, which were targets that all the world, like private sector, public sector, academia, everyone should aim to achieve by 2030. And as you see here, they're very comprehensive. So we have zero hunger, but we also have affordable and clean energy for all. We also have sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production. So there's all these goals that we really need to work towards so that we really achieve sustainable development. And having the engineering pipeline and the engineering prepared to achieve this is essential now and in the future. So we're not achieving any of these goals without technology, and we're clear with that. And this is why this sector, this intersection between engineering and technology and development has been evolving over the years, and it's gaining more and more importance. So you see here that we have many names for this sector. We have engineering for global development, humanitarian engineering, global engineering, sustainable technology, social innovation, appropriate technologies, all of that, to represent that intersection between engineering and that social impact that we need to achieve in the world. And this is why we're needing this new type of engineer that is equipped to solve complicated challenges, multidisciplinary engineers that create holistic solutions to achieve these sustainable development goals that I just mentioned. Which is why at Engineering for Global Development here at ASME, we have created a group of programs that is attracting, developing, and deploying this technical talent to accelerate these impactful solutions, the development, the creation, and the deployment of these solutions. And we have here on your screen, you're seeing that we have a knowledge and community that is called Engineering for Change, which we'll be speaking to you about today. Our fellows and volunteers will be talking to you about how they engage with us and how they are engaging in their communities to advance their professional development. We have here E4C training, E4C iShow, which is a platform that is a social innovation competition. And we also have an event that is annual, where we bring together all engineers, practitioners, policymakers in one live forum that this year have transitioned into virtual. I will be speaking to you about that opportunity in a little bit. So at Engineering for Change, our mission, and specifically Engineering for Change, is one of the programs, as you saw in the previous slide, that is the knowledge and the platform and the community. And we're trying to prepare, educate, and activate the international engineering workforce to really improve the quality of life of underserved communities. This is a knowledge organization now with more than 1 million followers all over the world. It was created back in 2009 by ASME, IEEE, and Engineers Without Borders USA. You can become a member for free. It's separate from the ASME membership. It's free, and you will join a global community of 1 million technologists, optimists trying to create change in the world. You will also hear engineering insights, research studies around what is being done to develop these solutions all over the world. But we have a whole range of programs aside from that platform that I just mentioned, which you can become a part of right now after you listen to this session, which we're trying to prepare, educate, and activate. We have the media arm where you will see newsletters and you will see contributing editors and that part of the knowledge platform that I just mentioned. But we also have programs, research collaboration, the fellowship that I will be speaking to you a little bit about, and the E4C Corp. And then we have training, resources, webinars that are all free, and you can continue your education through these online resources that are available at one click from your computer. We have the Introduction to Engineering for Global Development course, which you can take at your convenience. It's on demand, so you can take it and leave it. It's 5 hours in total. And we also have curated database of solutions like the one that you're seeing on the screen called the Solutions Library. In this database, you will find over 1,000 solutions that are created all over the world to solve the challenges that we just mentioned at the beginning. So please connect, and enjoy these free resources for your professional development. Then we also have programs, and I will be speaking to you about one that is a little closer to this session because we have two of our past fellows, Harsh and Carolina Rojas. The E4C Fellowship is a workforce development program where we're trying to bring all the early career engineers and prepare them and empower them to solve local and global challenges. It provides a unique platform where they will network, they will research. It's remote, it's 100% virtual with 1 or 2 in-person meetings that unfortunately we couldn't achieve this year, but usually it includes 1 or 2 travels so that they meet in person. And we have a global footprint. At this point, we have 86 fellowship awarded so far for 24 nationalities, and 56% of them are women. If you want to learn more about this program, please go on our website under Learn, and you will find the E4C Fellowship program, and you can submit that you're interested and receive more information about this program that usually gets started in May and finishes in September. So if you want to check that out and learn more, please go to our website, engineeringforchange.org. We also have, as part of our platforms, Impact Engineering, the event that I just mentioned that will go virtual. This will happen on December 3rd and 4th on 2020. And we have 3 pillars: ecosystems for social impact, pole-to-pole innovations, and engineering 2030. So check that out as well. The link is on this screen, but I will be sharing it a little later again in case you want to write it down. So let me speak to you about what this session is all about. Given all the context that I just mentioned, we plan on doing this past 2 years. We did what we called a pilot. It's called E4C Corp, which was going to be hosted and is still hosted at ASME chapters worldwide that wanted to bring together students that were interested in social innovation, or what we're calling here engineering for global development, to cultivate indigenous innovation, to network, and to leverage a community of practitioners locally. E4C aims to convene this ASME membership and E4C membership in one geographic region so that these students can volunteer and collaborate and share technical, professional, and personal interests. This was a pilot that is still going on. So we have here for you 2 of our leads fellows and 2 of the lead students that were involved in this project. So as you see, there is part of, we were trying to put it that is accessible to all students, similar to HPVC and Allguard, for the ones that really know our ASME and EFAST structures. The pillars basically was to enhance your soft skills for you to access the networks, to tackle those global challenges that we just mentioned, and for you to access the resources that we presented at Engineering for Change, but do so in a group form. So you get together with all your peers, and you will go over these webinars, over this database of solutions, over the courses. And the main thing is that you are going to get additional soft skills, get connected to this network, and get connected to people that were wanting also to solve global challenges all over the world. So E4C Corp, the pilot and activities was meant to include an educational aspect, a field project, and networking and competitions at the end. The competitions, we haven't arrived there yet, so we'll be speaking about the previous ones through the experience of our volunteers. So we have 2 pilots going on still, one in Panama and one in India, led by our 2 incredible past fellows of the program that I just mentioned, Carolina in Panama and Harsh in India. So without further to say, I will be passing it along now to our volunteers for good. So let's get started with Caro. Over to you, Carolina.
Hi, everyone. Again, well, my name is Carolina Rojas. I am currently finishing my thesis to obtain my undergraduate degree in mechanical engineering. So I'll be speaking to you a bit about what has been my journey as a volunteer for good and how this has helped me in my professional development. And I'll speak a bit what has been my role in the E4C Corps. So my journey actually started as an ASME enthusiast in 2018 with a group of students. We aimed at developing the first ASME student chapter at a university, and we achieved that in 2018, and I've been a volunteer ever since that opportunity in many other organizations and initiatives. At the same time, because I wanted to explore my interest in social innovation through my engineering skills, I got connected with E4C and had the opportunity to be a fellow in 2018 in their fellowship program as an energy research fellow, because at that time I was actually studying energy and environmental engineering. Through this fellowship, I did research and fieldwork on energy technologies, and I've been an E4C Forever Fellow ever since, because then in 2019, after the fellowship ended, I became a volunteer for the E4C Corps pilot program here in Panama, and I co-shared this program with my friend Carolina Donado, who will be speaking to you briefly. And then this year, I had the amazing opportunity of being part again of the fellowship, but this time as an expert fellow, managing other 5 young early career engineers. E4C and all of these experiences that I've had with them have been the basis for what I've been doing outside of E4C ever since. So as I mentioned, I was an energy engineering major, but this experience opened my eyes to other opportunities I could engage as an engineer. So I actually changed majors because of these opportunities, and I started to explore my interest in other engineering fields, and that's how I got connected with other organizations like the Panama Flying Labs, which is a social innovation initiative working to advance robotics for good, working in drone delivery initiatives to deliver medical supplies in islands. And also through E4C, I got connected with the United Nations Major Group for Children and Youth, in which I've been working in their science, technology, and innovation initiatives since 2018. I do want to mention that all of these volunteering work have actually led to what I'm doing as a professional currently. All the hard work that we've been able to do in these works have shown our abilities, or not only engineering skills, but also on project development. And that is why a professor in my university gave me the chance to be his right hand, building up the first fabrication lab at our university in Panama. and I've been working at the Fab Lab since 2019, having different positions as an administrative assistant and now as a research assistant. And there I provide actually assistance to people that are developing their own social innovation initiatives, such as developing prosthetics for animals or using plastic waste to develop products through 3D printing. I do want to end on the note on this journey that I started as a volunteer, but now I want to be a professional in the Engineer for Global Development field. And because of this, I am currently working with my longtime friend and collaborator, Carolina, and other young engineers. And we are creating our own organization on hardware-led social innovations through an initiative from the University of Cambridge called Shaping Horizons, who are guiding us in all of this process of building this social enterprise. If you could pass to the next slide, Mariela. So now I want to speak to you a bit on what have been the gains through all of these experiences. I could speak with you for hours, but I will mention you just the most relevant for me. I know this might sound cliche and many people might mention it, but soft skills are something that you definitely will develop being a volunteer. And it's something that actually helps you on your professional development moving forward. You learn time management skills, adaptability, dependability, creative thinking, and more. And you can actually apply these as a professional later on. On the note of some other skills that you learn, especially through volunteering for good or in the Engineer for Global Development, is that you develop skills to communicate across disciplines. Mariela mentioned how important it is in nowadays for you to really learn how to do multidisciplinary work. And in EGD, you actually learn how to do it and how to think holistically, because you really need to understand historical context, sociocultural context to tackle the challenges of our societies at the moment. And the interesting part is, even though if you do it as a volunteer for good in the EGD sector, this is also something that you can apply in your professional work. And on a personal note, as I mentioned, I was able to reinvent myself through volunteering for good. I actually figured out that I was not in the career path that it was most suitable for who I am. And the volunteering for good showed me other opportunities that I could pursue. And well, I am doing that right now, and that has allowed me to become a passionate, driven individual and working to the fields that are more on my interest and passions. And finally, volunteering, even if it's volunteering for good or any type of volunteering, allows you to find that community and allows you to work alongside like-minded individuals. It is so true that it takes a village to really tackle global challenges. And I have had the fortunate opportunity of working in all of these crazy ideas with my best friend and longtime collaborator, Carolina Donado, who is also speaking today. So I'll give her the word now so that she can also tell you everything that she has been doing as a volunteer.
Hi everyone, as my partner said, I am Carolina Donado. Right now I'm 24 years old, and I just recently graduated as mechanical engineer. And as Carolina said, I think that together we started this journey for my part as founder and co-chair with ASME. I think that joining ASME showed me so many things, and one of them is that made me more conscious that I will need to find new opportunities to get some experience in order to discover my passions and real interests. With that in mind, I was able to participate in an international academic and professional program with the opportunity to work with Solar United Neighbors in their internship program at take some academic course in Washington, D.C. And I just became just fascinated by all the solar technologies and the different ways of applying them during this program. In that way, I just wanted to follow developing myself in that area in the future years. And the next slide, please. Getting back to Panama, I just have the incredible opportunity to volunteer as co-chair with E4C Corps, thanks to the recommendation of Carolina Rojas. And for me, the most valuable experience that I take with me were the field projects. And not just because the experience, but also the knowledge that all of us acquired during this year about the design and implementation of social projects and programs. And one of them, in Panama, we are working together with an amazing group of volunteers. We are designing and building together with the community an improved biomass cookstove, just to improve the quality of life and health of them. Also, in another project, we are working to rehab a solar PV system in a school that doesn't have access to electrical grid. And because they don't have the PV system that they actually have working since 4 years ago. But also we are working just not to fix the problem right now, but also trying to create guides for the right maintenance and use of the system. Finally, I just want to say that during the last 2 years, being part of this experience allowed me to learn soft skills. As Karina said, soft skills as teamwork, time management, and other ones. Is also meet new people with the same vision as myself. And most importantly, I create a new vision of what is engineering and what I would be able to do as a future engineer. And the next slide, please. Now, I am working at the Technological University of Panama as a research assistant. And also, I have another part-time job in Edita Panama as an engineer assistant. Both of them are involved in the energy efficiency field and solar photovoltaic system, something that I really love that I discovered during this last year. But that I can say is that volunteer, work in different places, and take advantage of any opportunities that was given to me make me more conscious of my real interest passion. As a final advice, I just take as many opportunities as you can that will help you so not only to grow as a professional and develop new skills, but also discover your passion and interests. Thank you.
Thanks, Carolina, for sharing your experiences. I'd like to share my experience with volunteering. Hi, everyone. Product design engineer currently in industry. And let me start my sharing my volunteering experience. When I was in university in 2012, we started the first ASME student section, and I was one of the founder over there. After starting the student section, we organized a couple of events, so it gave me experience of how to manage the events. And later, after 1 year, I graduated as a mechanical engineer in 2013. So after graduation, I had a question what are the problems that are being faced in real world? So I was very curious to know and solve those problems. So I wanted to work in industry rather than pursuing higher studies. So I started to work in industry since 2013, and I have worked with power sector, agriculture sector, and currently I'm working with oil and gas sector. So this all experience have helped me great in my career. And after settling down, starting to work after 2 to 3 years, I was looking for opportunity, and I wanted to do something more than my regular job. So I came across online UN volunteering program. So I would like to ask everyone one question, how will you transfer water to a tank at a height? From the water is underground, and you have to transfer it to a tank which is at a height without the electricity. So this was the problem that was provided in that volunteering program, and there was a team from around the globe, and I was lucky to be a part of it. And we designed a concept of a low-tech windmill pump. So this was the first experience that I had of how we can apply our technical skills to contribute to the society and create a social impact. And previous to that, like I was volunteering with local NGOs in India, like donating food, clothes and all, but I haven't got chance to use my technical skills in social good. And moving forward, like when I started to work with industry, I was focusing on my work, but after that, I again reconnected with ASME. I found that they have a volunteering program for early career engineers, engineers who are working. So I again joined with the early career engineering team, and this experience helped me to improve my, as Carolina said, like you improve your communication skills. Communication skills are most important, whether you are volunteering, you are working as a professional. So that plays a very important role. And when you volunteer, like it sharpens your communication skills, leadership skills. You get mentored from the experts and all. So this was again after reconnecting with ASME, that was like very good point in my career. And in 2018, like I attended one of the conference like ASME Fest that occurs every year in India. And prior to that, I was again looking for opportunity to get connected with Engineers Without Borders. And when I visited the conference ASM E-Fest, over there I met the E4C team. And I came to know that E4C was founded by ASME, IEEE, and Engineers Without Borders. And I got curious and I got involved with them. Like, and I came to know about their exciting E4C Research Fellowship program. And I was really very, it was really very exciting for me to be a part of that 2018 cohort along with Carolina. And as per my past previous experience in industry and my UN volunteering program, I got assigned in the agriculture sector. And I would like to share a couple of things that helped me to deepen my experience with EGD. Like we did research in collaboration with IFT. We did interviews of the experts. We did field visits. In the next slide, you will see one of the picture that I'll come to it next. And we also got mentoring from the experts from around the globe. In the slide, you can see the picture in 2018 year. Like the picture is from the orientation program that we had in-person meeting with all the cohort. So this was one of the turning point in my career related to EGD. And since then, I am associated with E4Cs and still continuing to volunteer. And in 2018, like continuing to volunteer with ASME, my responsibilities got increased. Like I took higher role and I got chance to lead the teams. So I'm still continuing to lead the committee as a members at large. And last but not the least, currently volunteering with E4C with a pilot testing program of E4C Corps. And in that, when I go back to my university days, like I remember I did not got a chance to be a part of a group where I can apply my technical skills to a social impact. So I came to know about it when I got involved with ASME volunteering, and I came to know about EWB. So now I want to share that experience with the current students who are into the university. So I am reconnecting back with the university and helping them to have the field visits and the research opportunities, finding the problems in the rural areas related to SDGs and working on them. I guess Jeet would be speaking more about his experience with E4C Corps next. So now I would like to share like why you should volunteer. So you should volunteer because you will get opportunities to meet experts from your domains. You get to attend conferences and enhance your leadership skills. Be a part of judging competitions. So these are all this will all come to you when you are volunteering with any of the organizations. And final takeaway that I would like to share: always look for opportunities, never settle down. Remain always curious, excited, and always network with people, because when you meet different people, you catch their vibes and you learn a lot by meeting different peoples. So this is all I wanted to share. Remain curious, find opportunities, and look for opportunities in your countries. Like in India, there are a couple of things I know, like fellowships, where you can enhance your EGD experience. Like there is ASME iShow, SBI Youth Fellowship, etc. So now I'll pass on to Jeet to share his experience. Thanks. Next slide, please. Yeah.
Thank you, Harsh. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeet GORI. I am a student of mechanical engineering. I am from Gujarat. Right now, I am in the final year of my engineering, and I am here to share my experience as the Engineering for Change member as a student. So I would like to start right from the beginning of our journey. It was the second year of my college that I joined the Engineering for Change organization, and I guess there was a lot of curiosity out at that time that people were doing a lot of extracurricular activities except their academics. So at that time we came to know about Engineering for Change, that it was a organization affiliated to the American Society of Mechanical Engineering, and at that time I chose to join it. And after that we went through the curriculum of Engineering for Change. First, we had an orientation program. We understood what is engineering for change, what is its goals, what is engineering for change working for. Then we went to the e-learning session called the webinar sessions, that was totally dependent upon the renewable energy resources, explaining the goals of engineering for change, the solution library of engineering for change, which is also a great place. There are a lot of wonderful projects, lot of wonderful solutions for the different problems done by some great people. And soon after that, we decided to have a field visit. Field visit was a very great experience. As Harsh mentioned before, that communication skills, you develop communication skills as you interact with the professions of your field. So in the field visit, we got to know, we met Harsh and we interacted with him. After that, we went to the Indian Institute of Water Management. We interacted with them. And the field visit was in the village called Dundi village of Anand. It is located in Anand, Gujarat. And why Dundi village? Because Dundi village is the first village in the whole India to start pumping their water with the help of the solar energy or the green energy. And IWMI, the Indian Water Management Institution, was the organization to initiate this program. So it was a great experience going there, interacting with those people. At the beginning of the field visit or initiating the field visit, we didn't have any idea about about starting a project or anything. But when we went over there, we interacted with those people living over there. We interacted with the Indian Water Management Institution. We interacted with Mr. Hirsch. Coming back, we had a purpose. We came to know that the cleaning of solar panels was the problem they were facing, and the efficiency was also decreasing to a great extent. So we decided to work on a project, and then comes the ASME E-Fest. And that time we heard that there is a video competition of E4C at the ASME E-Fest, and if we win, then we get to represent our project idea at the ASME E-Fest 2020. And that and we started our project. We were the 4 team members. We represented a video. We made a video, and then we gave the video to the Engineering for Change organization. We gave that video to Mariala. And then the results came. We were competing with the KLS College of Karnataka. We won the video competition. We presented that video at the ASME E-Fest. And one good thing happened at ASME E-Fest, that Mariala said that we have a full separate stall of representing engineering for change. You have to stand there, you have to share your experiences with the students coming from all over the India for that for the E-Fests, and you have to motivate them to join the engineering for change organization. And it was, and those 3 days talking to the different people from all over India, interacting with them, sharing our experiences, it was a really great experience. And this 1 year spending with the engineering for change, it was a great experience. It gave us something more than our academics. And on a personal note, I would like, as a student, I would like to give you an advice that it is very important to find your interests and do something other than your academics or other than a curriculum, and that is going to lead you somewhere good place in your future, and that is going to help you, because joining with engineering for change gave me a purpose, gave me a thing to work. I found that I am interested in solar energy. So right now I'm working on 2 projects in solar energy, and I'm also seeking my future, or I'm also sighting my future in the renewable sector. And that's why that's why I say that it is very important to find an interest, something extra, something more. And yes, this is our project. This is the design evaluation of our projects. These are the, I guess, 6 designs we came across while going the design evaluation. And the limitation of every design led us to the next design. And right now we have finalized 2 designs which are the most optimized and most appropriate to work on. And right now we have decided to go in the fields and test those 2 designs. Okay, so this was my experience as an engineering for change member, as a student. And thank you guys, thank you very much for joining us.
Excellent. So thank you so much for sharing those experiences to our awesome fellows, Harsh and Carolina Rojas, and for our volunteers, Carolina, Donado, and Yid. I just want to finalize this presentation and this session just telling you that volunteering for good, aside from you guys contributing to your community and to tackling these challenges locally, you're also adding a very, very valuable experience, as they highlighted during the presentation, about around soft skills, how to really enhance your technical skills, leadership skills, and how to really find opportunities that will add to your resume and that is very attractive to employers currently. You have many engineers that know how to tackle the technical challenges, that know math, that know how to program, that knows about the mechanical engineering principles. But there's a few of them that have these additions to their resume that are very valuable. And I'm telling you, firsthand experience with the organizations that we work with. So very important, employers really value that volunteering opportunity, especially if you're contributing to your community. Those projects in low resource settings, in those rural villages, in the slums that are close to your house, really require equipped and multidisciplinary engineers to tackle the challenges. So it's really not only soft skills, but rather very complex and multidisciplinary technical skills. I really encourage you to find opportunities in your local nonprofits and NGOs and volunteer, and really also bringing to your attention that COVID-19 is opening a lot of virtual doors. So you can take advantage of that, volunteer anywhere in the world, attend conferences that are happening in other continents, connect to our platform, to Engineering for Change, that is also, an online, and be sure to network and find those opportunities, even though, at some point in some countries, we cannot move physically. Okay, so just to wrap it up, I really want to remind you that Impact Engineering is happening. So if you want to learn more about how to create a social impact, being an engineer, being a student engineer, early career engineer, connect to a virtual forum and network experience. They will have networking rooms as well. And it will be December 3rd and 4th. So go to impactengineer.org as seen on the screen and register for free. It's free, and it's part of the virtual opportunities that I was telling you about, that it wouldn't be available if we were on a normal situation like last year. This event happened physically here in New York City. So, you know, if you were not able to travel, you didn't get to connect to these like-minded individuals, these United Nations representatives, these engineers that are changing the world, okay? So I really encourage you to participate, become part of our movement, join Engineering for Change, join that global community of 1 million engineers, technologists, practitioners, and so is social scientists. Access our growing database of solutions, the Solutions Library, and learn from the latest development in this field through our newsletter, through our webinar, through our courses. Once you register for free, you will be receiving these opportunities on your email through our newsletter that happens weekly. So be sure to sign up. Apply for the fellowship next year. When I say this year, it's 2020, 2021. Visit our website for more information about our E4C Fellowship. Sign up for free to become a member one more time and attend our virtual event. So I really thank you for joining our session. If this really resonated with you and you want to be a part of the E4C course pilot that is still going on, or you want to be really interested in the E4C Fellowship, please write me at mariela@engineeringforchange.org. We really thank you for attending our session and keep enjoying IFES careers. Thank you.